Hi, my name is Jake Cano. I'm the Director of Educational Outreach at the Leadership Society of Arizona. When I graduated high school, I was kind of a big deal, or so I thought. You see, like most 18-year-olds, I assumed that I knew everything, that I knew who I was, how to fix the world, where I was going to go. But life hit me hard, and it hit me fast. About 2 years into my college degree, I had a bit of an identity crisis. You see, I was studying engineering, and while all my classmates were memorizing differential equations, I was having an existential crisis. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know anything. I didn't like my degree. I didn't like where I was going. I lacked direction. And since then, I'm finding that a lot of students in college are facing these same issues. They're in degree fields that they don't necessarily like. They complete degrees and they don't like the field that they're in. And up to 30% of students just at ASU don't even complete a degree. One of the underlying issues is that students are depressed. Students finish with degrees and they're completely unhappy with the field that they work in. All of these factors contribute to a high suicide rate among college-age students. And this isn't unique to just colleges. We're seeing the same issue in high school. A few weeks ago, the Wall Street Journal interviewed several superintendents on the East Coast. And the superintendents reported that even though students are getting better grades and better test scores, they're more depressed and stressed than ever. The underlying issue is that life brings a lot of complexity. Students can't turn their minds off. They stay up late thinking about all these different things. We train students to memorize, regurgitate, and repeat. They're taught to study the night before, cramming for a test, and forget it the next day. But life is harder than a math test. We can't look up the answers of who we are in the back of a textbook. So when we don't feel like we have the answer, we feel like failures. There's an easy solution to this. It's this. When I drop this bottle, you know where it's going to go. There's no need to think about it. There's no need to make a decision. It's simple. It's gravity. Gravity is a law of nature. So the only way to combat complexity is with simplicity. And what brings simplicity is laws of nature that govern reality and human nature. Because when we understand natural laws, we don't have to think as much. We don't have to memorize as much details. Our goal at the Leadership Society of Arizona is to make education just like this, simple. We aim to do that by teaching natural laws, logic, and common sense that help students understand observable facets of life, help them minimize their need to think. We teach students how to identify experts, mentors in life that can help them make the world simple, teach them natural laws, and package all of these things into a way that makes education more applicable, teaching students how to utilize the details they learn in school in an applicable, productive way, thereby making the most productive generation of employees we've seen yet. And don't just take my word for it. This is based off of 23 years of research done at Arizona State University. In this research, we've identified that what makes leaders and managers most effective is a simple mindset. That when they minimize the details, when they focus on the big picture, they perform better. We've seen this in over 1,600 tests valuing over $16 million in research. And this is being taught at a class at ASU by Dr. Dean Kashiwagi. Students come through this class and see huge changes in their life. A huge decrease in depression, overcoming major issues such as alcoholism, depression, thoughts of suicide, bipolar disorder, family trauma. And we're seeing that students find themselves. They get a better idea of who they are and what they want to do. They feel more satisfied with what they're studying and they have a better direction. Now, I know this works because it worked for me. When I was at my lowest point in college, I took this class from Dr. Dean, and I realized I had no one to blame. I was the cause of my own depression. I was the cause of my own problems. I learned that I couldn't blame engineering or the education system, that I had to be proactive about what I was learning, and I sought out the mentorship and guidance of others to simplify my life and figure out where I was going. I was inspired. So I approached Dr. Dean and I said, we need to teach this to high school students. And that's exactly what we did. Together with a few different classmates, I co-founded the Leadership Society of Arizona. And for the past 3 years, we've been teaching it to high school students, and we've seen nearly identical results. Students are less stressed. They have a better idea of where they're going, who they are, and what they want to do with their life. And the curriculum is simple. We teach students logic and natural laws. We do this through interactive discussions, debates, give students the opportunity to create presentations, help them make it simple, minimize the amount of details. Most importantly, we teach students the value of accountability, that this idea isn't just something that mom and dad told you just to make you behave, but an accountable employee is more productive and valuable than any other employee. So our goal as the Leadership Society of Arizona is to increase our outreach, double the size of our summer program to 250 students, thereby creating a way to partner with different schools in Arizona, opening doors for teacher training, incorporating our curriculum into current classrooms, helping students figure themselves out and feel less stressed. We're also seeking nonprofit 501c3 status. That way we can open the door for more grants and funding. We're creating this revenue stream of tuition, partnership dollars, and grant funding. And we have a phenomenal team to support us from a variety of backgrounds and experiences. We're led by 2 professors, Dr. Dean and Dr. Jacob Kashiwagi, who together have been researching these concepts for over 20 years in the industry. So what we're asking from you today is to donate to help us reach our goal of $5,000. With that money, we seek to fund our summer program, help pay for students' tuition, help supply some of the materials that we're looking to do, and with that money, we're seeking to help apply for our 501c3 nonprofit status. So by clicking that donate button, you can help make the world a simpler place. Thank you.